ready. My name is Hazel Young and I'm 30. I'm an actor, and while I wait for that to take off a bit more, I'm also an illustrator and I work in brand design and marketing on the side, freelance.
Can you explain in your own words what we're doing here today?
We are here to photograph my wedding dress, a dress that I never got a chance to wear, unfortunately, because we cancelled the wedding about 6 weeks beforehand. It was about 2 years in the planning, and it was just one of those things that happened. But today is about me reclaiming the dress, and it, rather than being something sad, the dress I never wore, it's something to empower me, hopefully. Before I really spoke to anyone, I turned to the internet and is it normal for brides and grooms to feel terrified? I was terrified. I felt like there was a giant clock above my head all the time, and it was ticking loudly. And when I spoke to people, some people said it was cold feet. Some people said it was, you'll be fine. But I remember being at my hen do and my sister turning to me and going, "Oh, are you excited?" And me being, "No, I am terrified." Because there's so much pressure from everyone and yourself of how it should be. I knew that I couldn't get married with the things I was thinking and feeling, and I knew that my partner felt the same way. It wasn't like I was alone in this and it was all about me. I could tell he was unhappy and I was unhappy, not because we didn't care about each other, but because of just the way that we were at that time. And I spoke to him about it, I communicated with him, and it was when we made the decision that we can't get married like this. We can't stand in front of all of our friends and family and go, "Yes, we promise to be together forever and love each other indefinitely," because life's not like that. And right at that point in time, I couldn't do it. And he agreed. So we postponed it and then made the decision to not be together. And I felt like I had disappointed everybody. Everyone who had planned to come. You, the photographer, the venue, the people who were making the cake, because it was a completely different type of wedding cake, obviously, to match the eccentricity of the wedding. Everyone was excited, except for me. So by wearing the dress, it made me change the narrative. It wasn't something sad. It wasn't this amazing dress I never got to wear. It's not about closure. It's about changing the narrative. Like, now, I don't look at the dress and think of all the things I didn't get to do. Today, it's a different dress. If that makes sense.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was one comment you made when we were looking through the laptop. You said, "She looks like she's looking at someone," when obviously it was yourself. Was there a particular reason you said that? Or did it almost feel like you were looking at a character and not yourself?
Yes, and I did that on purpose. So some of the photos are me, just sitting there, like, oh, I'm in a dress. But because I'm an actor, I give everything a narrative. And we had the 20s jukebox in the background, and each of the different songs had a different feeling, and I tried to channel whatever feeling was with that. So for the one I know what one it was that I said, oh, she looks moody or whatever. It's because I was listening to a song that like a femme fatale would listen to, so I tried to channel that a bit. And that helped me as well, because wearing the dress, I seemed comfortable in it, but that's because I forgot it was a wedding dress and I started thinking of it as a costume for those moments. Not all of them. Some of them were me, reclaiming me. And I think you'll notice that in the photos, that I will look different. And that's because I'm me and how I'm really feeling.
If someone did say to you, I'm not sure I want to get married, and they're worried about it, having what you've gone through now, what would your response be if someone said that to you?
I would say talk to your partner, be honest with them, be really honest about how you feel. There's nothing wrong with it. It's natural. You know, some people do get nervous, the cold feet thing, but for some people you know that it's not right, either the relationship or the timing, and it's okay. You don't have to go through with it. You don't have to have the wedding just because it's booked and paid for and the guests have signed up. And it will be hard if you do cancel it or postpone it. It will be really hard because you'll be thinking that you're going to disappoint everybody, including yourself and including your partner, and that you might have failed. But you haven't. You really haven't. You've done the best thing for both of you, and that is better than getting married and then 3 months, 6 months, a year later, everything falling apart. And it's not just about brides, or it's grooms too, it's men too. And mental health is only just really being talked about openly, but men in particular struggle to talk about how they feel. And I know that my partner, as a man, struggles to talk about how he feels. So it took a while before we actually came to the conclusion that it was what was best for us to not get married. So don't focus on the brides. Grooms need help too. The most common reaction from people is, oh, you're so brave to have been able to come to that decision together. Like, you're so brave to do that. I don't think it's being brave. I understand people are trying to put a positive spin on it, that somehow we've made this great sacrifice, you know, put the bells and whistles on it, but it's not. It's something awful that's happened. And I wouldn't call it brave. I'd call it love, if you really love the person. Then it's what's best for them, as well as you. I'm not going to ruin the makeup, don't worry. I'm an actor, I can hold it in. I've had to before. It's still the dress that I never got to wear. But having worn it today means that I can put it away and not feel such a loss of it. Because it was wildly expensive, most expensive thing I've ever bought. And it's not like I have a lot of money. And it's stunning. And to have had it and never worn it, because I don't think I can sell it. So in terms of changing the narrative, the dress's narrative's changed. It's now a dress from a wonderful photo shoot. But for me, I can put it away now. I can put it away.